Your LinkedIn feed can give you daily insights from your professional community. It cannot keep you updated on the daily office gossip.
Oh my gosh, no way.
It can help you stay informed on the latest news and trends in your industry. It cannot stop your boss from trying to start a new office trend. Who's ready for Flip-Flop Fridays? And while we can't stop all of the office jargon,
Does this vibe with our collaborative lattice work metric?
LinkedIn can start taking your career to new heights. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Drake, Hoe Phase, let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It, Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. We got a pretty good episode for you today. We're back with our coverage of Drake. This is the coverage of the Maid of Honor album. I will be doing an album review of this album at the end of the week, probably Wednesday night, so get ready for that. But anyways, this is the first track off the album. I've been wanting to talk about this one for a little bit, because why the fuck not? I do like how all the comments are like, track one is called Hoe Phase, and the picture is Drake's mom on there. I mean, that is just kind of crazy, kind of funny. I can't even lie to you. It's got me fucking laughing every time I think about that. But I guess this is more the dance, kind of like R&B kind of pop album, which, is kind of my preferred sound, in my opinion. I mean, really not the dance stuff. I mean, I don't really listen to the dance style of music a lot, but I will say, more melodies, more, singing. I always do appreciate that stuff if it's done right. But let's get into this song. We got Drake, Hoe Phase. Let's talk about the beat. Now, I'd say this beat is pretty fucking great. All right, I'm not even going to lie to you. The sample usage in the background, the beginning of it with those rising synths too sound really fire in my opinion. And I do like the beat drop. I think one of the things that's cool about this song is that the beat drop is absolutely a fire beat drop. Sometimes when, you have this build up, sometimes you're building up to these synths, you're building up to these sounds, you got these samples going crazy in the background, like you have all these different elements that are happening, and then the beat happens, and the beat's not really hidden like that. But then, I think the cool thing about this beat is that the beat sounds really good, the drums are really good. I like that cool ass, it kind of reminds me of like that older kind of 2000s kind of grungy like bass. Those 808s too sound really fucking cool. And then also the thing that I really do enjoy about this beat is probably the ad-lib support in the background. I think, kind of pulling off a Playboy Cardi, having all these cool ad-libs, having these cool background sounds, just make the song more enjoyable, makes the song sound more fun. And I think that's what you have to do when you're listening to a song like this. So I think overall, I really do enjoy this beat. I love the sounds of it. I like the little small switch-ups of the synths, the bass. I think all these elements just work really well together, and I think overall the sound of it's just pretty fucking fire. This is probably, for an intro track, yes, it's a little crazy, but I'd say this is probably my favorite intro track of a Drake album just because how fun this song does sound. And then you get that switch up, and we're going to get into it. Starting off at the beginning. I love the intro at the beginning, those rising synths, but also Drake providing some really great melodies, singing really good, having some really cool background vocals, having those addicting vocals in the intro that sound really fire in my opinion. So I overall really do enjoy what I'm hearing, especially from the intro. The intro vocals were just absolutely top notch. And then you get that switch up, you get the it's like that, background vocals come in, and then the beat starts dropping in, those 808s start kicking in, the drums start going crazy. And I'd say for like dance hall, dance, drums, I think this is probably, I won't lie to you, this is probably the best that I've heard from this type of sound. Usually, with dance drums, I'm just going to be real with y'all, they just sound too generic. They sound too loopy, they sound too boring, but I think the ad-libs really help this beat out. I think the background elements really help this beat out, and I also think, too, the way the beat slightly switches up too just provides some really great value. And then also what I really enjoyed too is that beginning verse from Drake. You know, I think the beginning verse was really good to start off the song. And then you have this hook. I'd say the hook actually does really hit. The Hoe Phase hook actually does sound addicting. It gets stuck in your head. You know, it works really well together with the fun-ass beat. And then you also got, you know, Drake switching it up slightly and having a more of a kind of like melodic trap kind of rap verse with the dance hall beat, which honestly just provides such great value. Just makes the song even more enjoyable to listen to. It's like, oh, damn, you know, there's a switch up with Drake, and the switch up actually makes the song more fire, makes it sound like a great-ass fucking time. So I overall really do enjoy that beginning verse too. Now, it is kind of a little loopy, you know, it's going to let the sample, it's going to let the beat play out a little bit more. So that would be my only downfall, is that, you know, there's not enough, you know, Drake going crazy on here. But, you know, the hook sounds really good. That beginning verse is really fucking good. So all of those different elements are absolutely working together. And I will be honest with y'all, you know, as an intro to an album, this is probably a fun-ass intro to the album. I mean, this is a good-ass intro. I mean, this is how you kick things off. You know, like Iceman. Iceman really kicked things off. I really do enjoy that. But this is also how you kick off a fucking dance, like R&B, like fucking pop album. Like, this is how you fucking do it right here, which is pretty fucking cool. So overall, when we talk about Drake, Hoe Phase, I really enjoyed this beat. I love the 808s. I love the synths. I love the dance hall drums that just go fucking crazy on here. Really enjoyable. Love that intro. The vocals, the singing vocals were just absolutely top notch. And I also really do enjoy that beginning verse, which just sounds absolutely fire. So overall, I will easily give this song a nice 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And I'll see you later. Have a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.